Well, hey there, fellow romance researchers. Welcome to the Love Scientists, where we decode the chemistry of attraction to help you be more successful in romance. And one aspect of love that is, I would argue, scientifically one of the biggest problems with marriages and relationships is a chemical reaction in all of us where we all have phenylalanine in us, a chemical called phenylalanine. When we meet somebody and we fall in love, our phenylalanine gets converted to phenylethylamine. And that's the feeling of love. That's literally the definition of, the scientific definition of love is the reaction that phenylethylamine gives you. Well, the problem is when you first meet somebody, you're just constantly, this chemical reaction is just bursting right and left, just making you go nuts. Like you can't think of anybody else but that person. But over time, that reaction quits taking place. And we quit feeling phenylethylamine. That feeling that we correlate with love, we don't feel anymore. And as a result, what's happening in the world is then somebody will go off and meet somebody else, and then boom, there's that reaction again, and they automatically go, well, I must not love this person anymore because now I love this other person, just simply because of a chemical reaction. But love is much deeper than that. Not just in a romantic sense, but even in a scientific sense. So it's extremely important that we find ways to bring that passion back. Passion in our romantic relationships and in our marriages are some of the most important things we can do. So we're going to look at 10 activities that you can do with your partner to bring that passion back according to science. All right, well, let's get right to it. We're going to take a look at 10 science-based activities that you can do with your partner to bring that passion and romance back into your life. Number 1, do something novel and exciting together. According to a study by Dr. Arthur Ahrens in his book Self-Expansion's Model of 1997, couples who engage in novel, arousing activities reported significantly higher relationship satisfaction. New experiences activate the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, the same neurotransmitter that's released when we fall in love. It's incredibly important that we look at the chemistry. We pay attention to the chemical reactions that take place in us when it comes to romance. And when you're doing something new and exciting, most couples would probably say, when the romance is gone, that they're bored. They're not doing anything. They're not actually, everything's kind of repeat. We're doing the same things every day. We're eating the same things. We're going to the same places. We're sleeping the same way. We're everything's the same. So it's incredibly important when you want to bring the romance back into your life, try something new and exciting together. All right, number 2. Make time for eye gazing. According to another study by Dr. Arthur Ahrens of 1997 intimacy experiment, eye contact for 4 uninterrupted minutes increased feelings of closeness even between strangers. Sit across from each other, no distractions, and just look into each other's eyes. Awkward? Maybe. Powerful? Absolutely. Many people would say that looking into somebody's eyes is like looking into their soul. And even if you look at just the behavior of animals in general, if you've ever owned a dog, when they look at you with those loving eyes, it's as if they're hugging you with their eyes. It's a very basic instinct that maybe all animals have, but for sure humans have it. We have this strange ability to change the way we feel about somebody just simply by gazing into their eyes. And 4 minutes is a long time when you think about it. But man, what a change 4 minutes can make. Number 3, exercise together. According to studies by the University of British Columbia and SUNY, physical activities increases psychological arousal and boosts attraction when done with romantic partner. Exercise mimics the effect of romantic attraction, elevates heart rate, endorphins, and a post-workout glow. But in addition to that, exercise causes the same reactions of love. Exercise will literally cause your phenylalanines to get converted into phenylethylamine. It'll literally cause your body to produce dopamines, all these feelings of love. Exercise is literally the chemistry of love. All right, number 4, practice the 6-second kiss. According to a study by Drs. John and Julie Gottman of the Gottman Institute, regular affectionate rituals of kissing predict long-term marital satisfactions. The 6-second kiss isn't about rushing. It's about intentional connection. Long enough to feel intimate, but short enough for daily life. Most couples, after several years have gone by, only kiss when they're going to engage in sexual activity. And that's the only time they ever kiss. Or it's just a simple kiss, goodbye, hello. But many couples, by the time they've been married for 7 years, are kissing their wife like they're kissing their aunt. Unless they're engaging in sexual activity. A 6-second kiss is not like kissing your aunt. Well, don't kiss your aunt for 6 seconds, for sure. But it's different. It's a very intimate thing. It's maybe one of the most intimate things you can do with a romantic partner outside of sex. All right, number 5. Share gratitude daily. According to a study by the University of Georgia in 2015, gratitude significantly predicts relationship satisfaction and stability. Expressing appreciation shifts focus from what's wrong to what's working. That creates emotional safety and sparks. Everybody in the world wants to feel like the people around them are grateful for the things that you're doing. It's hard to be around other people. It's hard to be in a relationship. And when you're trying to show gratitude to somebody, it's important that they recognize gratitude in return, because if they don't, you're going to quit showing gratitude. Well, most people, if they're not thinking about it on a subconscious level, they're going to give up. So it's incredibly important that you not just show gratitude, but you express thankfulness for the gratitude. It's all incredibly important, and it changes the way we view ourselves, because again, according to the study, what it's going to do is it's going to take away this negative thought of they're always doing this thing or they never do this thing. And it shifts it into a positive, like I'm so thankful for this thing that this person does. All right, number 6, hug for 20 seconds. According to research on oxytocin release from UCLA in 2013, sustained hugging boosts oxytocin and lowers stress hormones like cortisol. A long hug releases feel-good bonding chemicals. Try it before parting ways or after reuniting. It literally sets the chemical tone to bring about romance and passion back into your life, literally on a scientific level. Similarly to kissing, it's about causing reactions to occur, because something that I've learned, really, especially studying chemistry and biology, is most of our emotions, they're all chemical reactions. Like it's when we're angry, there's a chemical reaction taking place. When we're sad, there's a chemical reaction taking place. When we love somebody, there's a chemical reaction taking place. Jealousy, anger, rage, repeat. It's all chemistry. So if whatever you can do to cause a chemical reaction of love and bonding and respect, most people are going to be in on that if you're trying to bring the romance and the passion back to your life. All right, number 7, sleep closer. According to a study from the University of Hertfordshire of 2014, 94% of couples who slept touching reported being happier in their relationships. Physical proximity during sleep correlates with emotional intimacy. Cuddle up. It's literally science. And most couples, as time progresses, not only sleep further apart, oftentimes sleep in different rooms altogether or even different homes. I don't know many older couples that still sleep in the same bed. Cuddling is incredibly important. Some people argue not cuddling is literally like starving your partner. You're their person. You are their person. Cuddling is a need that many humans would argue is kind of like food or water. You need it. You need it. And if you're not doing it, then you're depriving your partner of a thing they need. Now, maybe you're type of couple, you from the very beginning, you hated cuddling for whatever reason. But here's a fact. If your partner likes to cuddle and you're not cuddling them, you're starving them of something that they need scientifically. All right, number 8. Use the 36 questions to fall in love. According to a study by Dr. Arthur Aaron, again from 1997, deep, vulnerable conversations increase emotional closeness fast. These 36 questions help you go beyond small talk. Vulnerability creates trust, and trust creates passion. Most humans on this planet like to talk about the things that are important to them. And all of us, when somebody recognizes us or inquires about us or asks us things that are personal about us, we immediately have a fondness towards that person. I mean, not as if like you're sitting there with a banker and they're starting to ask you, how much money do you make? And why didn't you pay this bill? Like not that kind of personal questions. The 36 questions of falling in love, I'm not going to go over them right here. Google it. Maybe I'll put a link below. But essentially, it's been created. This is a science-based creation of 36 questions that when you ask these, they kind of get you on a path of getting deeper and deeper and deeper and more intimate and sharing things that are important to your heart. They're great questions. There's some of them that are very kind of on the surface, and there's some that are very, very deep. But all of them we desire to answer. All of them make us kind of perk up and think, this person really cares about us, the fact that they're asking these questions. So if you can purposely sit across from each other and ask each other these questions, you're going to find yourself in a very passionate moment that you were not in 30 minutes prior. It's going to change everything, literally, in under an hour. All right, number 9, schedule sex. Yes, really. Now, my wife would tell you that this would take passion out of it because she's more of a spur of the moment type of person. So I want to kind of stress that at first. But what I do want to say about this is that as we get older and we get busy with kids and soccer and work and got to write those reports and we got this and that, like we tend, and then you get to bed and you just go unconscious. You're so exhausted. So if you're not having it, it's very important you schedule time for sex. According to research by Emily Nagoski and multiple sex therapists, couples who intentionally set aside time for intimacy report more satisfying sex lives. Spontaneity is great, but consistency matters. Planning time for physical connection sends the message you matter. And this matters. Because sex is a basic instinct of humans, and when you're not having it, it's still going to pop up into your mind. And as years go by, and one person is still interested in it, but the other person isn't, it's going to create a lot of animosity, anger, maybe even cheating. But yet when you take the time to say, hey, you're important, this is important, let's make sure we get at least scheduled, make sure we're taking the time to make this a priority in our lives, because you are a priority and this is a priority. All right, and finally, number 10, reflect on happy memories. According to a study by Positive Psychology Research, Fredrickson and Joyner in 2002, reflecting on shared positive experiences boosts emotional bonding and resilience. Reminiscing reactivates the same emotional circuitry as the original event. Think of it as a scientific time traveling back in passion. It's literally a moment in time where you can bring up things like, you remember that vacation we took, you remember our honeymoon, you remember our wedding, you remember our first date. Do you remember that time that really scary thing happened and we both bonded together and were successful in that moment? These are incredibly important things to do, because oftentimes when the phenylalanine quits getting converted into phenylethylamine and a decade or so goes by, we forget what originally started all of this in our lives, what originally made us fall in love, what originally started that conversion of phenylalanine getting converted to phenylethylamine. So whether you're in a new relationship or you've been together for years, remember, romance and passion aren't about luck. They're about science-backed choices you make every day. Learn something new in this video, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Continue to follow us, continue to research. It's incredibly important that we don't go into love blindly. Understand what is taking place. Stay connected, stay passionate, keep love alive with science.